But there you go. So the reason why I want to make a save here is because this is actually the branching point. So this is when you can actually get different kinds of endings from this point onward. So let's see. Well, let's see. What happens if we interact with the throne first? Let's see what happens if we do that. As you get closer to the throne, you feel the air standing still. You feel electricity and excitement radiating from the chair. Your heart is beating fast. It feels like the throne holds considerable significance in the greater scheme of things. The throne of the new gods is sitting here, empty, waiting for the successors of the gods of the past. So there's a choice here. You can actually sit on this chair. I think, I don't know, again, there's a lot of lore that I feel like I'm just pulling out of my ass, but like, I think the game mentions it, like how basically after getting rid of the new gods, you yourself can try to ascend as well. Well, let's try doing that. However, the guard has something to say. This throne. This is the moment I've strived for. This is the moment I suffered for. But you say you didn't remember a thing. I thought you had amnesia. You know, I thought you forgot everything. Yes, I guess there's no hiding it anymore. I arranged my own imprisonment here. I arranged my own death sentence. I arranged my own suffering. Why would you do something like that? In order to reach greater heights, to unify the land, to bring upon the new era, I need this power. The strength of kings and queens is not enough. I need more. Something that lasts beyond me. You think you can achieve all that here? This place is the only place where I can achieve such grand goals. None of the Grand Kingdom's history books speak of, none of the Grand Kingdoms that the history books speak of stand on pure foundations. They're all built on bloodshed and violence. But what if there was a way that wouldn't require thousands of soldiers on opposing sides shedding their lives? What if such a grand kingdom only required one soul to succumb to darkness, only one soul to be tainted? Okay, bye, Lagarde. Alright, well, there you go. Yeah, he's Griffith, basically. I mean, if you didn't already know, he's Griffith. So he, like, kind of, like, pretends that he doesn't know anything. He's just pretending to be dumb. But no. In actuality, he's kind of like the puppeteer, in a way. Sort of. Not exactly, but he actually, you know, he actually intended for things to go this way. And for him to reach here and to ascend himself. You know, he didn't simply want to be king. He also wanted the power of the gods. So, there you go. It's kind of like there's a whole thing about his prophecy as well, you know, there's a whole thing. But basically, he kind of betrays you. You know, he leaves your party, and that's what happens. You know, isn't that like a trope in RPGs? You know, someone's in your party, but then they leave your party. They betray you or something, and then it's like, oh. Did he take my stuff, by the way? He took my stuff. he took my stuff, by the way. The heck? I don't think I have the thing that I put on him. You know, I think I don't have the plate mail. I think he had plate mail, right? I know he had the spear. I don't think he had the spear anymore. I guess if you knew it beforehand, you would take the spear from him. Anyway, so that's why I saved there. There you go. So from here, there's a few endings you can get. You can also like not, you know, sit on the throne and go somewhere else. So let's see. Let's start with. But yeah. So starting from now, let me try to get the other endings. One ending you can get is actually just to leave. So let's just go home. You know what? Whatever, Lagarde. Cool story, bro. We're just gonna leave. Goodbye. While we're here, actually, you know, it doesn't really make a difference. But hey, little girl, you've been here the entire time. Again, as I mentioned before, it's actually safer for her to be here this entire time. She's still here. So hey, little girl, let me pick you up. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, little girl. You know, who cares about the Lagarde guy, you know? Darce just, you know, broke up with him. We don't need him. He's just toxic boyfriend. We're just gonna leave. Goodbye. See ya! And thus we start a new family. The little girl, Aunt Wendy, the skeleton, you know, and Ragnadir. Don't worry about it. You escape the dungeons of fear and hunger. Part of you still doesn't believe this to be the truth. You can still smell all the blood and gore that seeps through the seams of the ancient stone walls of the dungeon. You can still feel the gaze of the hundreds of past warriors sacrificing the pools of blood now left to rot. You can still feel the pressure of the never-ending darkness that the underground caverns offered. You still hear the distant flapping of the wings. You still feel dizzy just imagining the rail tracks that lead poor souls deeper to the madness, all the way to the altar of darkness. You delve too deep. You know yourself too. No one could ever return from that deep. You take one more look at the fortress just to make sure you really did make it out. But did you really? Apparently you have to fight this guard. Ending E, escape. There you go. This is kind of like a fake out ending, actually. It'd be great if we just leave, but turns out you can't, I guess. I don't know, it's like a metaphor, or is it like actual like supernatural thing, you know? Whereas like you can't actually leave physically. You just end up going back to the dungeons, even if you try to escape, is the idea, I think. Obviously, it's kind of like a bad ending. So, you know, it's like a, you know, nothing is really solved ending. But I like to think that we just, you know, leave the girl and like, not how to deal with this shit, but oh well. Anyway, so that's, again, obviously, not a real ending, but I just want to get that real quick. Easy to get. Technically, you beat the game, but obviously it's not very, how do you say, it's not very satisfying, I guess. You know, you don't really, there's no conclusion to anything. No scuba mode, we'll explore that later. I want to get all the endings for the normal game first. Alright, so instead of leaving, we can follow after Lagarde, but let's try to get some reinforcements before we do that. You know, I haven't really recruited all the other characters, so in a way, you know, this is to show off all the other characters. A little bit, anyway. You actually get more dialogue if they're in your party, you know, during the actual playthrough. But here's how you recruit this guy. Here's Enki, like the little, like, snobby, you know, magician-type guy. Oh, you again. I'm surprised to see you alive, to be honest. Now, what is this place? We're at the gateway to the darkness. These are the last man-made walls you're about to see. To delve any deeper would be suicide. What is that? You seem to be carrying a eclipse talisman. Where'd you get it? Well, we got this from the Yellow Mage and everything. I think I should know what the correct option. I guess we'll just say this. We'll just say, what is it? Yeah, I don't know. It's a symbol that you're an apprentice of the wizard Nazara, the bringer of chaos. The talisman itself holds great power, but it also gives you a plethora of new friends and enemies. You do not seem to be too familiar with the greater scheme, so I imagine the talisman will go to waste of the likes of you. Would you mind giving it to me, perhaps? Well, what's in it for me? Why would I just give it to you for free? Well, whatever you say. If I offered my services to you, I am done with the libraries here and I'm prepared to venture deeper into the dungeons. Even for me, it might prove to be fatal to keep on going alone. Sounds like a deal. Great. Alright, so that's how you get him to join party. You gotta get that talisman before you can actually get him to join your party. At least if you're not playing as him. Ironically, he has necrophobia, even though he's kind of like a necromancer type dude. You know, he's afraid of Wendy. Oh no. Alright, so we have a full party. We got a new friend. The dark priest guy. Bit of a nerd. But let's sit on this throne. Let's get to where Lagarde is, you know? So the thrones of the new gods sitting here empty, waiting for the successor to the gods of the past. Sit on this chair. A pitch-black new world is unveiled before you. A cold wind carries over unnatural cries from all around you. You're not alone here, even if it would seem otherwise. Ah, okay, a skeleton friend still here. I was wondering where Wendy went. Does Wendy, like, come with us? Guess not. But, you know, Wendy's with us. So there you go. Welcome to the Void, by the way. Also, terrifying presence, call your scent. How many torches? I ran out of torches, I think. I have no more torches. That's unfortunate. Alright, so this area is actually very confusing. But let's see. Let me see if I can find my way around. I kind of don't like this place because it's easy to get lost in. Other than the fact that it's like creepy, but you know, that's just the game, really. Here's some weird pterodactyl-looking creatures. Don't worry about them. Also, game's lagging. Ah, what is it lagging? Hello? Okay. We're back to normal. I don't know why, but when I walk past the green light, the game lags. Why is that happening? Be careful of the green light. Okay. I don't know, my computer is dying for some reason. That doesn't usually happen, to be honest. I don't know why that happens. Yeah, it's just an RPG Maker game. Uh-oh. Got primal urge to hide somewhere. Oh no. I was lagging the whole time though. It's crazy. Uh-oh. And okay. There's a T-Rex, by the way. Can I like run? I'd like to run, please. There's no chance of escaping this beast. Really? Hold on, let me do this way. No, I can't do that. What? I didn't know you can just run. Okay, well, never mind. A little blood golem real quick. I guess you can't run from this thing. I didn't realize that, to be honest. I never actually had this happen before. I didn't realize. I guess do nothing. Really, I don't have anything else I can do. Did the greater blood golem not work? It should work, right? There. Kind of glitched because of the turns, I guess. Rawr. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Go away. Go away, please. Nump. Okay, good. Just stomp my blood golem thing. Ooh, I didn't mean to attack the torso. I meant to attack the head. I mean, there could be a good chance that I'm dead now. Ah. Leg is gone. Can you go away now, please? Can you go away? Okay. I'm victorious, but I lost a leg. That's not great. I have 1 HP. Good thing... Oh. Just that light blue vial. I'm limping, but we're still going. You know what? Let's see... Let's continue. Is that lag? That freaking lag is like... I don't know how that happened. Anyway, what I was trying to do is find my party members, by the way. Oh, it's you. I didn't think I'd meet anyone in this abyss ever again. How long has it been? What do you mean? We just got separated. Really? That's worrying. Either time doesn't function properly here, or I'm losing my mind. Wouldn't it be surprising if this place finally got to me? I'm sure the time is somehow twisted here. I don't know which option is the worst. But it's good we are finally reunited. Let's continue together. Don't forget to get rest. By the way, this evil dark head. I don't know if there's any rest in the void. I can't rest here. Anyway. Yeah, I survived somehow. We're gonna continue. It's not too bad. We lost an arm. That's not great. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We're actually gonna continue. So this, you know, the entire playthrough, by the way, I feel like I've made it kind of easy. But once you start losing limbs is when it's really bad. But we're at the end here anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. Let's not track that thing, by the way, whatever that thing is. But yeah, normally you're supposed to hide in these holes, I believe. You're supposed to hide in a hole before the T-Rex captures you or whatever. It's actually never happened to me before. What? I didn't realize this thing got me. It didn't look like it was. It looked like I touched it. Oh, I must. Okay, I guess the hitbox counts for the whole party. I guess it touched the skeleton. I didn't realize that counted. Actually, I thought it only touched the. I thought it only counted if it touches the. I can't speak, but Darce basically, the main character. Yeah, it kind of sucks that we lost a leg. That means we can't really dash anymore. I'd like to find... Where's Enki? I actually don't know where he would be at all. This is why I don't like this place. I mean, for one, this sucks, for one. But I also... I always get lost in this area. Doesn't help that I can't have a torch, but oh well. I also don't want to get close to the green stuff again, because that's how I got laggy, but I might have to walk past a little bit, maybe? I have to be careful, it's the lag. The lag stuff. The lag light, I guess. Don't get too close. Not here. Oh, there he is, it's right here. I get a bit close to the lag stuff. Not my proudest moment. Says the mercenary? This place is beyond anything I could ever expected. It's a true void. A world so hostile it doesn't care if it hosts life or not. It's the polar opposite of what one would expect in our world, where nature always nurtures life in one form or another. It's something that I only witnessed in my astrology studies. But when it comes to the blackness of this space, those hostile worlds are so distant, and so easy to lull oneself into a feeling of false safety. It's invigorating, really. I can't remember the last time I actually felt something, but this is genuine fear I'm feeling. I want to study the depths of this emotion. Let's continue. I'm sure there's more to this and where we're going. Alright, and he's a weirdo. Find this over real quick. It was laggy. I don't know what's lag. Again, it could be a mod thing, I'm not sure. I don't know why it's using so much CPU just to load those light things. And it's never happened to me before. It might be because I installed the mod. Like, I think it's... I'm not sure if it's the Now in English mod or the censorship mod. Last time it was the Now in English mod, I feel like, that causes weird stuff to happen. So it might be that. I'm not sure. Anyway, so let's continue on. So we have a full party and everything. I just want to like wrap them real quick, just for fun. Let's head towards where we need to go. Where do we need to go? I think I actually want to avoid the green light. Funnily enough, I have to avoid the green light because of lag, not because of like the game itself. It's just laggy. On guard. Do I go faster if I do this all the entire time? I don't know. Slow. I'm not used to walking so slow. Here, maybe? No. Oh, but I see something over here. Ah. Right, follow this path. I think this should lead to where we need to go. This place is so this place is so disorientating, I feel like. Alright, here we go. We found him. Hey, Lagarde. How long has it been? 100 years or so. Oh, have you found what you're looking for? I found something. They say Sylvian created us according to her own image. What if there's a god only in abstract, whom we have made physical according to our own image? That would reverse our roles, essentially. Or is there a god at all? It's something we as humans cannot rely on anymore. I don't know if you can ever understand my motivations truly, but this is something only I can go through with. I was always meant to go through this. I did try to live my life otherwise, but it was all to no avail. Darth, you know this. We tried to make change for the longest time. To live is the same as to suffer. To survive, we need to find some meaning from all the suffering. The truth behind it all is the contrast. Without suffering, there will be no bliss or paradise. It is my duty to craft the paradise out of the miserable existence of human life. Only I can do it. I mean no harm to you. I am your god after all. To show how much I love you, I will release you from this darkness one way or another. If you kneel to me, I will let you out. Alright, so you can kneel, or you can say, you're not my god. Sure, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm missing an arm. It's gonna hurt to kneel as well, I think. Bend my knees because my leg is missing. But you know what? Sure. Yes. Love your god. Alright. There you go. You left the dungeons. Contrary to all common sense, you made it all alive. Your return to civilization would go without festivity. You are back to square one, essentially. Your long journey to the black gained you nothing. The only thing you brought with you was a bigger understanding of all the darkness this world hid beneath the human eyes. Another day would pass by that you didn't curse this knowledge. Just an idea drove you towards madness with each passing day. After several years living in seclusion, you started hearing rumors about the return of the Knights of the Midnight Sun and their now legendary Captain Lagarde. This man with a mysterious aura was unifying the Western world at a rapid rate. It's almost as if the gods themselves were on his side, choosing the right side of the coin at every possible turn. Coin, you say? Does he have infinite lucky coins? Eventually and inevitably, he was thrown as the Yellow King, and he would bring prosperity to the Western world, the kind that had never been seen before. You were never fully convinced, however. The name Yellow King left you puzzled, and something about his campaigns gave you uncanny feelings. On your older days, in the Kingdom of Radon, you finally caught a glimpse of Lagarde after multiple decades had gone by since you two departed your ways. You finally understood where the name Yellow King came from. Lagarde still looked the same age, almost exactly like you remembered. The only difference was his sickly yellow skin, covered by the dark green hue of the endless void that makes your game lag for some reason. He was not human. This was not a man taking reins to themselves from the gods. This was something entirely different. Or, I said not a man, rather not man, as in mankind, I guess. There you go. Ending C to the prophecy. So there's a variation on that. Obviously, the other option, we'll explore, quite soon. There you go. It's kind of like, you just kind of leave as well. So this is another ending where I feel like it's kind of like a pseudo bad ending. I mean, not that bad considering, we're not dead. And we're not cursed to go back to the dungeon. We just kind of leave and you have a bit of PTSDs. But you know what? Not that bad, all things considering. But obviously we're not satisfied with that. We're going to go back and do that again. So we're going to do that again. Hopefully it doesn't lag this time. I don't know. The game does lag a little bit sometimes, I feel like. In Mahabra, it does lag too. Especially when, in the past, with a little effect, I don't know. It's weird. It shouldn't lag. My computer is... my computer is not that old. Alright. So we're back here. Have a full party. My limbs are intact, so that's great. So this time, let's say you are not my god. I love you regardless. It is unconditional. Not my god. Hashtag not my god. Alright, so here is the Yellow King. It was mentioned in that ending actually. Briefly, but this is what the Yellow King actually looks like. He is the new god. He has a head, a snake, and a torso. Let's see here. What should we do? I kind of forgot to give Enki maybe some stuff actually before we do this, but oh well. I don't know. We just go, I guess. We have an orange vial as well. We haven't used any items actually. Orange vial, I believe, just gives you extra strength. Green, I think, gives you agility. There's also poison. You know what? Poison might be a good idea. In fact, I'm gonna poison him. Probably a good idea. I'm gonna attack the snake as well. Probably gonna get the snake. What do you have? You have counter magic, hurting, and needle worm. Because obviously he's a mage. He has the Eastern Sword, right? Because yeah, he is wielding it. Yeah, it might be better just to attack, really. Hurting, I don't know how much damage it does. That's a basic skill. So. I didn't give him any advanced spells, so I think he should just attack. And get a little poison. Get poisoned, idiot. Manage to get rid of that snake would probably be a good idea. Uh-oh. Black Orb. That's a strong spell. Don't die, Yankee. Ah! Okay. Okay, goodbye, snake. That's actually really good, I think. Alright, and then we just... Well, actually, just to be safe... Well, you know, I mean, you imagine this is the final fight anyway. I don't think it matters too much at this point, but... we're gonna heal him. You know... I want him to live. Alright, here you go. Attack! I guess attack! Attack! Just attack, really? It's just Unga Bunga, just attack is the best option, really. Yeah, we're pretty powerful. Oh. You know, Anki, I think, is wearing... As far as I remember, I think he was wearing the magic defense stuff anyway. So it was actually the best target. There you go, easy. I offer salvation. Too bad, you're dead. Get wrecked, idiot. You betrayed us. You betrayed Darce's love as well. You know, canonically, Darce is in love with the guard and everything. So, you know, again, this is how you break up with your boyfriend. You simply kill him. If he ever tries to become the new god of this world, you simply gut him. Now, you defeated Lagarde, the prophesized one, with delusions of creating a new era of his godhood. After his defeat, you wake up outside the vile fortress that trapped you before. It all seems so hazy. Did all those events really happen? You can still smell all the blood and gore that seeps through the seams of the ancient stone walls of the dungeon. You still feel the gaze of the hundreds of past warriors sacrificed in pools of blood now left to rot. You still feel the pressure of never-ending darkness that the underground caverns offered. Scarred for life, you run away from the dungeon. Hounds howl on your tracks, but you're way past fearing such small dangers that dwell under the sun. Horrors of the past never leave you alone, though. Every night you wake up from restless dreams, or you're forever trapped in the bloody corridors of the dungeon. The dreams become more and more lifelike as time goes on, until you cannot tell the difference between a lucid dream and the real world. In the end, your fate was to dwell within these dungeons forever. And we never get a happy ending. There you go. Ending C, the Yellow King. So that's if you just fight him. Turns out it just ends up very similar to ending E, and that's implied to be more supernatural, actually. So in ending E, it's kind of like, it's like, oh, you know, you just simply have PTSD, but this makes it seem more like supernatural, actually, or it's like, actually, you know, it's kind of like this cosmic horror kind of thing where, you know, your mind is still in the dungeons, no matter where you go physically, is the idea. So even though you fought like a boss and everything, you don't still get like a good ending, you know? But anyway, that's a theme, by the way, in this game. Alrighty, so in order to get another ending, we need to actually get rid of Lagarde. So what do? Well, we activate this scene. Simply go back to the present in Mahabre and go over here. There's a reason why I had Ragnavir and Lagarde in the same party. But you notice they're missing. So what happened? They must have stayed behind. Well, let's go back down. Ragnavir and Lagarde are fighting violently. You little piece of shit! I don't know what you want me to say. There's nothing to say anymore. Lagarde is looking to be in a very rough shape. So, you know, I mean, in a way, I like to think that I time traveled. You know, I time traveled to what happened to Lagarde, came back here, and Ragnavir is beating him up. But no, I don't think that actually is what it is. Rather, if you remember, Ragnavir's motivations for coming to the dungeons actually is to get revenge. for his village being slaughtered. You remember from the dream that the Endless One gave us, I believe. So yeah. They are actually incompatible. I've been like, sneakily trying to like, not to activate this scene. But yeah, this normally happens when they're in the party. So that's why they're not supposed to be in the same party. But we can stop the fight. Obviously, we can stop and fight. What happens basically is you fight. You end up fighting Ragnadir, and then defeat him in order to save Lagarde. I feel like canonically, Dars, as a playable character, wouldn't let them fight in the first place. In fact, if she was an NPC, actually, if you don't play as her, but she's in the party, she actually tries to be on Lagarde's side, obviously. But you know what? We're gonna let them fight. For meta reasons, but also, I don't know. I mean, for meta reasons. It really is just meta reasons, really. But, let's just pretend that Dars knows what happens, I guess, with Lagarde. And you know what? He gets what he deserves. Lagarde isn't moving anymore. He gets punched to death. Oh well. You know what? Dars realizes that Lagarde is just kind of an asshole. There's a soul stone here. That's interesting. You can use a soul stone. That's interesting. I've seen a video actually about how you can't actually use a soul stone on Lagarde, but apparently you can use it here. That's quite strange. Oh, anyway. Lagarde's down. His skull seems to be cracked. Alright. So now we're in the void, this time without Lagarde. So something else is happening. Dars, we've been submissive long enough. Can't you hear our soul yearn for more? We can dominate. You can dominate. Just leave your earthly body behind and let's ascend. Let me dominate those that need hurting. Wow, oh no. A new god. It's Dars, except she's bald. That's it. What is true domination? There is no domination if there are no weak. That is the law of nature. There's no shame in admitting that you want power over the poor and the weak. You yourself have sought domination by getting this far. You wanted to prove to the others that you got what it takes. You wanted to dominate the oppressive and hopeless darkness. As time will pass, will you tell people about your monumental achievement and share your gospel? How you passed through all the hardship the dungeons laid before you, and about your eventual ascension. Example there as well. Sure. Hey everybody, I beat the game. It's like, hey everybody. Stories about your fabled endeavors are passed to people of all ages. Your tales inspire many in the times to come, from children to elderly. In the coming era, mankind is at the brink of chaos. Diseases run wild and kingdoms wage war with hundreds of thousands of casualties on all fronts, both women and children included. You have the power to interrupt and potentially stop this. You have the strength to stop the mindless killing, but that will require you to step out of the plane of this void. Instead, you could try to affect mankind through religion and beliefs. Affecting the whole culture means slow change, and its effects don't save those in immediate peril, but religion might have more long-lasting effects. Well, try to keep in character, because, the Dars, if you didn't already know, she has the soul of domination. The 4 characters that we can play as, actually, they have souls themselves that coincide with the new gods, actually. Her is domination. So I'm gonna say, sure, save mankind with your strength. Sounds like something she would do, right? At least according to her, soul, anyway. You leave your golden throne to disrupt the ongoing wars. With overwhelming strength, you crush entire armies that stand in your way. Kings and sultans at the time are left in terror before your power. Once you're done your rage, mankind is left in a state of chaos. Common people got no one to turn to, or common people got no one to turn to, or turn onto? Common people had no one to turn onto, and thus they seek safety from smaller tribes and communes. By meddling with mankind, you ended up halting the technological and cultural progress. People are also less self-imposed because they rely on gods in the past. The civilization is back to Iron Age-like structure, where physical strength is the only thing that matters. You watch other deities and gods fall around you one by one as men revolt against the old world order. However, your gospel back in the day was so strong that people remember it loud and clear. Your legacy had only grown stronger with you crushing the warring kingdoms before the chaos began. Men fear you. You're known as a fierce god, and because there are no other gods left to rival your power, you become the one and only god, despite your strength being limited to that of a new god. There you go. So, it's kind of like a fake out battle, it's not like a real battle. You're actually just meeting yourself as you ascend to a new god. You never escaped the dungeons of fear and hunger. Instead, you chose eternal void and darkness as a new god. Ending D, a new god. Okay. There you go. So that it kind of implies, I say imply, I don't know. I guess it's not really implies, it just says it right there, but you know. You become like a new god, like just like the other new gods before you, you ascend, and that's the idea, right? You get like in the beginning, you know, you actually get slightly different sprites. I guess there's actually different designs based on the character you play as. Like for example, if you play as Ragnadir or whatever, you know, you will look different as well when you meet yourself in the void. And I believe little questions, you know, little like I guess questionnaire, you know, that's basically what it is. The little choices that you make at the end there. It gives you like a little story of what kind of god you become, but it really doesn't matter actually. I think it's just for flavor at the end of the day. But you know, it's not so bad. You become god in a way. It's actually not that bad. I don't know. Everyone says in the game itself as well. They say it's like how it's like bad to be god, right? You become a new god, and it kind of sucks because you simply become a puppet in the grand scheme of things and whatnot. I guess eventually your power will wane. Well, you know, you're like powerful and you get to be powerful. It's like being an admin, you know, in a game server for a little bit. I don't know. That's basically what happens. There you go. That's that ending. Alrighty. So, we did all of the endings involving the throne. Let's not do that. You know, let's go somewhere else, actually. There's actually somewhere else we can be, actually. Let's do that. Let's get out of this place. Alright, so before I go to the other area, let's recruit another guy, you know, into our party. You know, just to show them off. Wendy's dead, though. You know, I had to, like, make some space. You know, for some reason, there's an arbitrary limit. Every RPG. That includes this one. You know? Alright, so this guy. This guy I've been avoiding this entire time because I didn't have space for another party member, or at least I didn't want to have another party member yet. But now I do. So let's talk to this guy. You know, he was entrapped here this entire time. Oh hey, you got me out of here. I'm Kahara of the South, a mercenary at your service. Oh, why are you in prison here? I was caught by one of those malformed prison guards. Your conversation took an awkward turn for some reason. You'll know if you ever get a special game over from the guards. Anyway, I'm feeling kind of weak after being left here for ages. Would you mind if we chat together for a while? Yeah, sure, why not? Great. Let's do this. Great. You know, and I remember, I think one of my first playthroughs, I did find this guy. You think he'd be great, right? You find this guy very early on. He's just in the prison area, so, you know, easy to get, right? So you find him, and he's like, he joins your party and everything, and it's like, yeah, everything's great. You know, everything's good. Got an extra party member. Oh, wait a moment. The mercenary Kahara seems to have left your party without you noticing it. You're missing a light blue vial. Ah, my light blue vial! It must have been stolen. That's like a good healing potion. Well, there you go. That's what happens. He joins your party like temporarily, but as soon as you leave the screen, he freaking like leaves with your stuff. I got so pissed off the first time we did it. You know, you think you finally got another party member because, especially early on, getting a party member is like really hard, right? So you want to get another party member. Otherwise, trying to like fight every enemy on your own is like very difficult, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But he just freaking leaves. It's like he leaves. What the heck? Anyway. Well, next thing we're gonna do is actually go in the mines. Explosive. Yes. Here. Right, so you gotta go here. Use an explosive vial. Go up here. Yeah, another free one as well, just because. And here you go. So he ends up over here. Oh, hey, Great to see you alive. You had me worried. Well, you can say you tricked me and fucking just murder him, and this is what I kind of want to do for like stealing my stuff. But you know, we're gonna let bygones be bygones. Great to see you all too. Hey, yeah, I definitely don't want to delve these nightmarish dungeons alone. I'll stick with you guys for sure. All right, so that's how he joins the party. Oh, and there's a freaking lizard guy. All right, so I think we're in the right place. If you remember those little like organ things that we've been chopping up, you know, that big purple organ thing, right? There's like 3 places where it would be. The last one was actually in the city of Mahabra in the present times. I cut that up a bit ago. As it turns out, it's connected to the god of depths. If you kill all the hearts, you can actually go in here, I believe. The huge creature is lying here with its mouth gaping open. It looks like there are ladders set here. There's like ladders in your mouth? How does that work? It's pitch black down there. The smell is repulsive in a way you cannot even begin to describe. Well, let's go in. What's the worst that can happen? Well, welcome to the Gauntlet. This is it. This is the kind of like the final area. Also, bugs bite at your feet. That's annoying. I have a torch, by the way. I can make one more torch, I think. Alright, here you go. What? Oh, okay, that was that. I thought I got instant killed. By the way, I've never actually done this before. I've heard about it. I've never actually seen or touched any part of this, so this is actually completely new to me. So I could just die randomly out of nowhere because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this is that thing. I think we saw that before in Mahabra. I not mean to just stand there. Well, it's not too bad. We're just gonna kill it, I guess. I'd rather get the advantage before. Oh well. I mean, it's just a guard, except it has a big mouth. Big dog mouth thing. Right. Owie. Great. Meat cleaver. Not that useful at the moment. I like to keep my HP topped off though. Alright. Yes. Careful of the bugs. Being very slow. I don't know what I'm doing. Unlike the other parts of the game where like I'm just kind of speeding past everything because I kind of used to it, but this part I don't know. Another one. Did I activate Lagarde or the on guard, whatever? On guard, Lagarde? Very similar. Alright, that's good. That means I can just simply just kill it. Attack the torso. So you have the advantage, you know, you can just kill it. Miss? Don't miss. Come on. Dead. Fever. Double check our armor, by the way. So you have Summon Snake Soul. Arm guards. Everyone having arm guards is very, very important. That's good. Iron Mask. I think, yeah. Darius doesn't have any limb protection. Hopefully, if you're in a boss fight, you can just simply guard instead. Because I believe if you guard, you don't lose your limbs. Oh. Hey, welcome to Sen's Fortress. How does this work? I believe, yeah, you can just stand here, right? It's very, I don't know, it's risky, I can't tell. Oh, of course. My legs! Oh, my entire body. Never mind. That sucks. And that's instant death. Oh well. That's fear and hunger for you. Let's try that again. Yes, and now I know. Alright, gotta be careful here. Goes pretty quick. I can stand here, right? Alright. Okay. You know, it's funny how my party members, you know, I was thinking, I mean, RPG Maker, I know RPG Maker games, but like, your party members don't actually have a hitbox, it seems like, for the side, so that's good. But it'd be funny if I just stood there, like, the other party members were being cut up. That'd be bad. Oh, are you kidding me? What is this? What is this? I don't know. This is hard to... What am I supposed to do here? I guess force to see it better. Blood there. I guess that door... I mean, that door is closed, obviously. You can try the door, I imagine, but you probably die if you try to do that. Now. Oh! I didn't prepare my on guard again. Oh well. I'll just kill this guy again. It's just that, you know, we're always gonna take a bit of damage. It's just not great. Owie! 69. Blue vial. You might as well use the blue vials here because blue vials don't heal for a lot, so you don't really use it in battle anyway. Alright, so we made it. I thought we had, I thought I had a little bit of space here. Like maybe like sit there, but I didn't, so I just kind of panicked and kept moving and it worked out. But anyway. Let's see here. What is this? This looks like a trap. Look at this. This is a trap. Like, what is this? This is an empty room, nothing? You can't go up. I imagine going up is not the right way. There's a chest here. Plate now. I mean, that would be great, but we're gonna die pretty soon, I feel like, with spikes. It's great for, Kahara. Nah, I guess, I don't know. Okay, well, is there another way to go? Actually, there isn't. Oh, damn it. There is no other way to go. Unless there's a hidden wall somewhere. Come on, do I have to go through the spike room? I don't want to go through the spike room. Nothing? Really? I think we have to go through this. What is this? I don't know where you're supposed to... Look at that bloody one. The bloody one. I guess we have to go through the door? I mean, there's something on the left, I think, right? We go on the left? Yeah, I think we go on the left. Ow. Okay, well, we didn't die. I was thinking that was an instant kill or something. But... doesn't look like she lost a limb, I don't think. Yeah, we're still moving fast. The spike was a deep wound in you. We're not bleeding. Relatively not that bad. We lost like 10 health. Not that bad, really. So I guess it's not instant kill. That's great. Let's see. So what do we do next? So I guess we just... doesn't seem like there's another hidden wall anywhere. So I guess we just have to go through this trap again. What's the pattern? It looks very simple. Oh, fucking arrow trap. I have a cloth fragment. Everyone's bleeding. Looks like Racket here. He just has a broken bone, that's all. Okay, of course the door opens, but the trap is still going. Doesn't turn off the traps, obviously. Okay, well, you just do that. That one's pretty relatively easy. Alright, so it opens this door, so now we go north. Oh boy. Let's see. Look at the red one. Doris is feeling hungry. Stop feeling hungry, guys. No time for this. Where's the freaking, like... where's the meat? Here, have some meat. At this point, it doesn't matter. Just meat. And you get bread. Alright, so how should I do this? It could be like... This one's weird. It's like... It's out of rhythm. Strange. Yeah, you have to like pay attention to that. Yes. Of course, die down. Very strange. Ah, damn it, I got hit twice. What? Oh, that does suck, actually. It did take a lot of my health, actually. No, did I not pay attention before? Maybe it did take a lot of my health, actually. I didn't pay attention. Maybe I was... Again, maybe I was looking at the wrong meter, actually. Was I not paying attention to the right meter? I don't know, whatever. Well, not too bad, because we can always just heal up, really. Healing Whispers. Do it again. There you go. And then do... I'm gonna say do some weed. No, it's not weed, actually. It's actually a much more addictive drug. It's freaking opium. Delicious. Alright. Arrow trap. More of those things, which I don't want to do. Can I just not do that one? What's in here? Gaping hole. Great. I'm gonna do this. Ambush on. Get your ambush on, guys. Lagarde, or well, I say, well, the rest of the guys have low mind. Well, not really low mind, but you know, less than ideal mind. But I guess they don't matter. Really, it's better to keep the Darce's mind high. You can use spells if she needs to. Alright, so I imagine the other way also goes here. Is this the way forward? Not sure. Can I make another torch? I cannot. I have no more sticks. What's on the left? Being very careful. A terrifying presence entered the room. Can I now not go there? I don't know. Should I be going there? I'm not sure. Let's go. What's on the right? Well, these are the spikes. Oh, this is where I was, right? Or I'm confused. Wait. No, this is where I was. Huh? Okay. I'm a little bit confused, actually. I thought I was there already. Ow. There's a door here. It's blocking the way. Another door is blocking the way. Huh. Strange. Wait, should I... no. I don't know. I'm thinking about the lever. Like, do I hit the lever again or something? Or... I'm not sure. I mean, there's this... Oh. What do you mean? I don't want to go down, please. Stop. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, there's this stuff, but I think I went past this part, right, already? Or, I don't know. I'm not sure. Because if I go down this way, it's just... As far as I know, it's another one. Uh-oh. What do you mean? Stop. Okay, well, this sucks. I don't want to go down here. I imagine this leads to the same place where the stairs were, I guess. Uh-oh. I got an ambush, which is nice. Crow Mauler. Except it's two Crow Maulers? Are you crazy? Are you insane? Can we brute force this, actually, I wonder? I wonder if we can brute force this. Black Orb. Black Orb? I don't know if that does good damage. I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's best to attack it. Let's try poisoning as well. I think poisoning works well on Crow Mauler. I'm gonna poison the torso. And then just attack. We have the ambush, so... I don't think it's gonna peck us. I can use red vials on the heads, I guess, possibly, but I'm not sure. There's two heads, so maybe it's faster just to go for the torso. Oh, never mind. And Lagarde's dead. That sucks. I'd rather have a full party. There lies Lagarde. Interesting enough, yeah, you can't use the so-so on his remains. Here's the Crow Mauler. Captain's Diary 3. Oh, that's the other... Okay, I was wondering where you get the other book. Let's read that real quick. You know, what's the fun? After Lagarde died. That kind of sucks, though. I thought we had the ambush. Well, you still peck even though I had the ambush? That's cheating. Anyway. Captain Rudimir, 5th August, 1590. I've had feverish dreams for the longest time now. In the dreams, the patterns in the walls, the cawing of the crows, the swirling clouds, they haunt even my waking hours. I've had a moment of tranquility in months. Feels like the dreams have become wilder as the madness in these dungeons grow even stronger. I don't know which is the result of which. The dreams come before the madness, or the dreams results of the ever-growing chaos. Everything I see seems to remind me of the dreams' otherworldly patterns. I swear that yesterday the intestines of the gutted prisoner took that very same shape. When I tried to describe its organic, ever-shaping pattern to scholars, or tried to draw on this very paper, I failed to do so. Like a bonfire, with flames reaching out to the night sky, so its shape is without a concrete form. It's dangerous without a doubt. Effects like these are far too much for mere humans to comprehend. I'm already overcome with obsession, so I know it better than most. I know it better than anyone. Maybe I'm the only one sane, or maybe I'm the only sane one left to acknowledge this. Is it my responsibility to clean up everything myself once again? The crows. They give their testament to my suspicions. I will start the purge. I will root out the madness. Only I can do it. Alright, okay. I totally, because I haven't done this part before. I didn't realize maybe that's where you get the last diary of the captain. So, okay, that's the real connections here. Captain Rudimir and the Crow Mauler. Somehow he appeared again, I guess. Maybe the idea is that he revived, and then came back with 2 heads. 2 heads is better than 1, I guess. It kind of sucks that Lagarde died, though. Oh well. We're gonna continue on, because I don't want to restart just yet. I mean, we might die to other things anyway along the way, so I guess we'll see. Better to learn. Oops. I don't want to use opium, though. I have plenty, but I'll save my resources just in case. And Doris, get a little smoke after your boyfriend died. Alright. So yeah, I was thinking, you just end up back here. So interesting, there's some devious cracks in the wall that make you go back down, which sucks. That just goes back to where it was, right? Strange. I don't know. Looks different though. So I guess this is new. This part is new. So we actually have to go down from here, as it turns out. What's the best way? I don't know. Let's just go. Alright. I got hit by 1. Okay, I didn't realize. The first time I got hit by those spikes, I probably was looking at the hunger meter instead of my health. I keep looking at the wrong thing for some reason. You'd think body would, like HP would be the first thing you see. But no, it's actually hunger. For some reason. Let's see. We want to heal. And our mind is going down really quickly. Maybe it's because of the area, but also I think it's because of the fact that I don't have any torches. Not great either. Let's hit this. I imagine that opens the doors. I don't know. We can go around as well. Go down this way, I guess. Right, okay. Oh, we don't want to go in there. A quill! Great. Okay, I think I activated my ambush, good. Kinda unfair that I activated my ambush, but... for the Crow Mauler, but it still pecked us. It's annoying. I guess if I really wanted to, maybe I should have used 2 red vials. Do I even have 2 red vials? Like, maybe the best thing I could have done there is use 2 red vials instead. The eyes. I have 7. Okay. Maybe I should have done that just to be safe. Oh well. Too late. We learn from our mistakes. That's the game. That's fear and hunger for you. I don't think the bugs do that much damage. Just avoid as much damage as we can. Here's the next part, I guess. Heal up there. I don't always waste the blue bot. Again, it doesn't matter. No, this is blue. I have a lot of blue herbs, actually. In fact, I guess I could make a lot. I could craft a lot of stuff, actually. Let's make a few of these. Let's make one of these maybe. I could combine these. Oh, I forgot I can combine that. I didn't realize. I totally forgot about that. This I think makes explosives. I don't know if it matters. We'll just do that real quick. And this, I don't know what it does actually. What does that do? You know what? Let's find out. Brown vial. Smell makes your muscles contract and heightens your senses. Okay, so it's a buff. It's like a combination buff. You know what? Yeah, I can combine all. Crafting's OP, you know, as long as you actually get the ingredients. It's not guaranteed to get these recipes. I believe you can get them if you buy, because there's a figurine merchant that sells it in the harbor, though. They're expensive. Alright, so we got a bunch of healing items. I didn't actually realize you could get that much healing. Just crafting everything. Totally not realizing that. You know, just in case. I don't know, is there like an enemy that like kills you if you have too low of a mind? I'm not sure. And everyone have some delicious salmon. It's your last meal, you know? You watch how Lagarde died. Might as well eat something. Alright. Here. All popped off for now. Oh. You, not too bad. Just kill you. I probably lost. Let's see. Did I lose? I guess it doesn't matter, but did I lose miasma? Yeah. Yeah, it seems like if your party member dies, they die with the items. But for some reason, you can't loot them, you know? I've noticed. Oh well. It doesn't matter at this point. We don't... Even if we keep Lagarde's equipment, you can't really put it on anyone else anyway. What the fuck? It's a giant ball. It really is Sen's Fortress. Which way should we go? Up or down? I don't know. You can follow the ball. Oh my god. Which way should I go? I don't know. You'd think down, right? Is there like a way to hide between the areas, maybe? You follow the ball. Probably a bad idea. Okay, go here. Careful, and the other traps? I don't know. I'm inching my way forward. The whole thing, right? Go left. Go up. Up. Ooh, I don't know what that was. What was that? Okay, is this gas? Oh, it might shoot different ways. So it goes left and right. Does it shoot down? I don't know. Doesn't seem to shoot down. Okay, we'll just stand here, I guess. It shoots left, right. Oh, okay. On guard. Get ready to on guard. On guard is very powerful. You need to just have it. I was thinking, you know, on guard is not that useful anymore, but I guess it is. There's a lot of enemies in this last area. Very important that you have it. I noticed it was poison as well. Did it actually get affected by the overworld? I don't remember having any poison weapons. Unless the spear poisons? I can't remember. I don't think it does? I'm not sure. It must have been affected by the overworld, which doesn't usually happen, I feel like. At least, you know, whenever there's a trap in the video game, it never actually affects the enemy. I've always seen. Oh! I didn't realize there was another one. Burning sensation. Let's see. I do have some poison healing items. Do I have any white vials as well? Oh, no, I do. I just have just enough. Let's actually save our white vials for now. Up here. I actually want to use the white vials after I get past this area, because I might get poisoned again. Should be it. Hopefully that's it. Alright, now use the white vials. I do have another poison healer. I have the herbs. Oh. This doesn't shoot poison? Okay. I don't know, I'm paranoid. Oh, what is that? On guard. Ambush. Yellow lizard mage. Okay, it's a combination of a mage and a lizard, I guess. How can I? There you go. Huh? I still can't for some reason. I can't like attack anything else. You know, you can hover with your mouse to attack other things as well. Sometimes I get stuck though. I don't know why. Okay, now I go. No, that's weird. Let's see. I don't know. You know, I'm tempted to kill the staff, but like I always remember how like the other yellow mage doesn't actually do anything with the staff as well. I don't know. I have no idea what to do. I'm gonna attack the clubbing arm now. This is an ambush, so we have one free turn. Hopefully, and not like the other Crow Mauler, where like it just packs us in the first turn anyway. Just BS. Let me get rid of the arm next. Ragdodeer, you will get rid. Maybe the tail, hopefully. You do extra damage on arm, just in case. Okay. Oh, it's dead. Okay, we didn't do anything. Elixir of Mind. That's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, we need to heal everybody up again. In terms of mine, anyway. Where's that tobacco? And one smoke up. It's funny how OP was the first choice, you know? Not the second choice, you think. I don't know. Again, to me, I prefer to always use the item that heals less, because it tends to be more plentiful, and I want to save the resources that are more rare usually, that are more valuable. You know, I always hoard all my resources every time. Even though at this point I don't think it matters. Yeah, I can go up, I think. What's on the left? Imagine I go on the left, I instantly die. Oh, nothing? Oh, there's nothing on the left. Okay, there's nothing on the left, right. Yeah, that's good. Hunger's at 17. Oh. Just... Ow. Okay. Bunch of bodies on the floor. Right. Reminds me of that Hydra thing. I feel like we're gonna get close. Okay, have some pie. I don't know. At this point, I don't think it matters. But I'm just gonna like feed everybody just in case. I don't know. Just so everybody's ready. And a little bit of more pipe. You know, I think as far as I know, you can't. You know, makes sense, I guess, but you can't really smoke. You know, you can't use the opium and tobacco during battle. So you might as well use it here. I'm gonna save the other mine items just in case. Okay. Alright. I think, well, a little bit of healing would be nice. I guess the best thing to do would be just I'm being so cautious, but like you have to be. Like I'm missing like 2 HP, but like it could save us. That 2 HP could save us. That's why I'm healing to the very max. Alright. Because I have a feeling we're close to the end here. I don't know. This feels like endgame. Maybe? I could be wrong though. It could be like there's still way more stuff. There you go. You take a look into the black. Nazra? What? I didn't... Where did he come from? Yes, Kwekwe. Grogorath. You nasty vile piss stain. Now, this is a bug, I feel like, but I guess I'll read it anyway. This is the day. This is the day. Nazra burned into ash. I don't think that's supposed to happen, by the way. Nazra, I've actually never shown the playthrough yet, but he's a recruitable character, actually. I'm gonna be showing him later, but yeah, there's like an extra dialogue there if he's in your party, but he's not in our parties. That's kind of weird. Why did he show up? Also, whispers for Grogorath? Uh-oh. I'll lose some mind. That's not great. Dars has been cursed. Without knowing the timer for her demise has begun. Okay, I'm assuming if it counts down from 5, you die instantly. Oh, great. Wow. Cool. Okay. Right arm, left arm, torso, eyes. I mean, let's just do this, I guess. Let's summon a... Well, might as well summon a Greater Blood Golem. So we're missing a party member, so... And Ragnadir... You will use... I mean, does Explosive Vial do anything? Is it strong enough to even matter? Ragnadir, you will... I don't know, we have to like speedrun this, don't I? Because the timer, right? So I guess we just attack the torso. I don't know. And I guess poison as well. Probably a good idea to poison. Really? Freaking laser beam, what the heck? Okay. Great. Am I dead? I'm dead. Wow! I didn't do anything. I didn't even do anything yet. I'm dead. Let's do that again. Alright, let's do this again. Whispers of Gorgoroth. Oh, it's targeting Ragnadir this time. And Ragnadir, you can die, right? You know, it's like, well, actually, maybe I should let Ragnadir die. As long as it doesn't target Dars, you know, I'm good. Anyway, alright, I feel like I should get rid of the eyes, maybe. Yeah, the eyes might shoot stuff. Arms do damage too. I don't know. Let's target the eyes. Yeah, switch. Guard. You have a leg sweep, you know, but I don't know if that does anything, because he doesn't have legs at the moment. We target that eye. Ragnadir. Target this eye, maybe. Or this eye, was it? I can't remember. There's too many eyes. Target that eye. Hopefully one is enough to get rid of it. Okay, it looks like the eyes... Yeah, okay, when you hit the eyes, it's kind of like... It doesn't do much, it's just simply... Oh, I lost an arm. That's right. They just close their eyes. Okay, I think that's what happens. It's just, they simply close their eyes, they don't do anything else. Alright, so you will only attack the eyes if... It seems like you only attack the eyes if they're like open. If they're open, then you attack them. If they're not, then don't bother, I guess. Let's see here. What I'm gonna do... I don't know. I'm not sure. It's gonna use the eye thing, I guess. It's gonna use the gaze of whatever. Oh crap. I don't know. I guess it's better to just DPS him. The guard, you will attack the torso. Ragnadir, attack the torso. You will use... Throwing Dart. Assuming it poison... Maybe this thing will poison. By the way, Gorgoroth, he's like God, by the way. Literally God. I don't know if I mentioned it, but he's the god of destruction. He's just here, I guess. That doesn't work. Maybe he's immune to poison. I'm not sure. Alright, well, Loving Whispers on Kahara, I guess. And you will probably need a heal up, so I'm gonna use... Actually, I don't have any, like, super healing. I have light blue eyes. R attack. Ragnadir attack. We'll try it again. I don't know. It keeps missing. I think he's just simply immune to it. Good trying, though. Okay, there you go. Now he's poisoned. It's just unlucky, I guess. Dars lost her other arm. That's not great. She's lost all her arms. Oh. Healing Whispers. At this point, it doesn't matter too much. We just need to live. Limb loss, you know, we'll worry about that after we destroy the god of destruction. You know? We can always get prosthetics, right? I don't know. Anyway. Let's see here. Well, now what? I mean, I guess for now she'll just guard, and then everyone else just attack. Oh, come on, guys. One is left until death. She will use Elixir of Mind with Mind buff. I say buff, you know, mind healing. And you know what? I guess or I can go for broke. You know what? I'll go for broke. Fuck it. Let's go. Chains of Torment. Now you will feel the torment. Bam! That's right. Alright, well, Traces of Grokaroth. Why do you resist, human? Well, why do we leave and go here? Well, the reason is because I know there's an ending here, but anyway. Well, I just want to know more. Like, what am I doing here? You know? Knowledge. Very well. However, with knowledge comes the consequences. The older gods, they do not even exist in this world anymore. The older gods are too pure for this world. They are the true forms of the feelings and ideas that linger in men. But humans, they're too tainted by their own mind and ambition to understand purity. Think of the perfect shape of fear and destruction. Now take a look at the world you delve. Do you see that shape? The shape could never exist among men, because the shape varies between every human. If you could truly see the shape everyone shares, it would shatter the individual mind and existence. Humans are weak. I can reveal the true form, glimpses of it. Sure. Your sanity declines at an alarming rate. You're gasping for breath desperately as the shock and horror shut down your bodily functions one by one. You feel terror run wild inside you. Despite being hardened by the horrors of the dungeon, nothing you've witnessed so far could have readied you for this primal feeling. You cannot operate in any way. Your body has to shut down as that is the only escape you can come up with when facing this older being. Your life runs past your eyes in a heartbeat. The biggest regret you have was that you ever set foot in these dungeons. No typos at the end here. No. Anyway, you now realize that the whole experience was predetermined since the very first second you laid your eyes on this ancient forest. You never escaped the dungeons of fear and hunger. You're losing your mind still, what the heck? No one ever heard about you again. Well, the trace you vanished from this world. It's almost as if you fell out of the history books altogether. Your screams of terror never reached anyone. Your long quests only gave you hints about the greater scheme of things. You learn a fraction of the secrets the ancient world holds. But even that is more than what is meant for human ears. Ending B, the older one. Right. So that kind of gives you an idea who the older gods are. You know, you think the older as in like, oh, you know, they're just boomers, right? Who cares about them? But not more like the older gods are more like, you know, Cthulhu-esque, you know, H.P. Lovecraft-esque in a way. So actually, the older gods are actually much more powerful. And in fact, I mean, the lore, I guess, is that they're so powerful they can't even exist in reality. You know, I mean, very Lovecraftian, right? The idea is like the actual older gods are not of this world. They're so, you know, incomprehensible that like the moment you try to comprehend them, your brain explodes. You know, it is the idea. There you go. Not exactly a happy ending. In fact, I think all of the endings are not so happy. I mean, that's what I said before, right? It's like even the ones where you escape, but like you have trauma and PTSD, you know, not that bad considering at the, you know, in the grand scheme of things. But anyway, so that's that. And I guess we have one more ending to achieve. So let's get to it. Okay. So if you remember, when we went in that dream sequence and we talked to Nilvin, the Endless One, she mentioned about bringing her daughter to, I guess, like a dark altar. You know, it's very vague, and it's like, you know, that's the only hint you get, I guess. There's also some like references. You know, if you talk to the Hall of the Gods, you know, you mentioned like Nilvin, you mentioned the girl, you mentioned like I believe Lagarde as well. There's some hints how they're all connected, but basically, you know, in order to get the final ending, you actually need to bring the girl with you. It's kind of a challenge as well, because the girl herself kind of sucks in terms of combat anyway. But there seems to be a little girl inside the cave. She is hiding her face from you. You can open the door. Just open the door. All right. The girl is staying quiet. There you go. And she's a party member. I remember my very first playthrough involved just having her in the party and us dying a whole bunch because keeping her alive was a tough task. You know, surviving yourself is already pretty hard. Having her in the party makes it even harder. Anyway, I don't know. Hello, you can wear this trench coat, little girl. I don't know. Remember this one? I don't know if this one's better. Again, it's a misnomer actually that the defense stat is actually bigger on the trench coat. I've heard. Run that, and she can't wear any weapons, at least not traditional weapons. I guess. Well, I don't know. None of it matters, but you know, put this one on. It prevents you from dying. I need her to stay alive. It's kind of like a pseudo escort quest in a way. We can also talk to her. So just a few interactions we can do with her. Might as well, since we're here. Are you doing okay? And the girl seems to look in your eyes for a brief second before turning her head away. And she's very quiet. I don't know what's implied here. Either she's just mute, I guess, or like she doesn't want to talk to you, or like, I mean, it's quite possible in this kind of game that maybe her tongue is cut. I'm not sure, but you're doing great. The girl gives you a faint smile. Man, it's like, you know, it's definitely like, compared to everything else, you want to protect this little girl, right? But it's like really hard. That's why I kept her in the cage. I don't know. It's kind of thematic with the rest of the game, but it's safer to leave her there. Alright, so we just have her in the party. There's a few those special things we can do, so might as well do it. So this little dagger, I think we saw before. A simple dagger is laying on the ground. Reminds you of your childhood when your father used to teach you swordsmanship with a similar dagger. It might be suitable for children, but for adults it's too small. Well, we do have a child with us. You could give it to the girl. Here you go. Happy birthday. You give it to the girl and she seems surprised to get a gift from such as this dagger. Seems like she's not used to any kindness, or rather, she's not used to kindness of any kind. In any case, the girl seems excited about the dagger. Girl got dagger! Yay! Congratulations, you have knife. You know, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but I guess it's something. I believe you can also curse the dagger if you want to do a little bit more damage. Probably what I'll do. I don't know if it matters too much because it's not very significant. But... Alright. This way. Hi, guy. Alright, we're not gonna talk to you. Our party's full, so... We're gonna grab this doll, actually. A simple crude doll depicting a long-haired man is laying on the ground. The doll gives you chills, and an eerie vibe can be felt from it. You could give it to the girl. Keep it to yourself. No, it's mine. No, here you go. You give it to the girl, and she seems to love it. You can immediately see her eyes widen in excitement. That typo? I think that's a typo. Can you spell that? No. The girl pets the crude hair of the doll gently. Girl got peculiar doll. Amazing. Give her a cute doll. Doll gives you eerie vibes. Peculiar doll. Again, that reminds me of Dark Souls. Why is there so much in Dark Souls? I don't know if it's direct references, but like it reminds me of Dark Souls. There's also an item in Dark Souls that's kind of like that. Alright, so here you go. So you bring the girl all the way down here, is the idea. Same spot as before, except she's in the party. The girl is looking at the darkness. You cannot see anything in there. What is it? The girl has a concentrated, serious expression on her face. Oh, that's not good. The girl is rolling on the ground, seemingly in pain. Okay, we can attack the girl. Should we be attacking the girl? I don't know. I could try talking. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I have no idea what's gonna happen. She seems to have grown limbs, by the way. You tried talking her out. What's going on? She doesn't answer. Her eyes look for help, though. Something is happening to the girl. She's rolling on the ground even more furiously. Compulsory disfigurement. It is not optional. You feel an entirely new presence in the darkness. The god of fear and hunger is born. Yeah, that's not good. Great. Title drop, by the way. Fear and hunger? Guess just in case. We want someone like a blood golem real quick? Can I keep talking to her? Guess the blood golem will attack anyway. I'm just gonna guard just in case. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What happened to you? The god tries to talk to you, but its speech is beyond your understanding. Punch. Ow. The god, formerly the little girl, seems to remember about the picture doll that's still laying on the ground. Interesting. Well, I don't know. I guess we do have to attack. Maybe. I guess I'll use... Hold on. Can I use... I don't know. I'm still hesitant. I don't know. I don't know. Let's use fast. That like increases our speed. Can I use another talk, actually? I'm curious. Just gonna see what happens. I've actually never done this yet, by the way. There's like the whole gauntlet part and this part and like whatever. It's like this is all new to me, so that's why I'm curious. Wait, we don't have to fight. The god tries to talk to you, but it speaks beyond your understanding. Okay, well, I don't think we can. This isn't Undertale. There's no pacifist ending, so yeah. All right, let's go. Now make her snap back to her senses, maybe. Something is happening to the god. She seems to be in grueling pain and twitching from cold. Uh-oh. The god in fear and hunger has taken a new shape. No limbs, by the way. You just attack, I guess. This is a DPS race, really. Okay, just attack. I wonder, actually, could she change forms? I don't know. I still want to see what happens. What happened to you? The god tries to talk to you, but yeah, okay. It does. Okay, at this point, it doesn't matter. Nothing will work. We're gonna have to put her down, you know. Unfortunately, you know. Imagine she was like in the party the entire time. You know, I mean, I didn't show it, but like that was definitely my playthrough, my experience the first time off screen. You know, I was trying to save her this entire time, but now she's turned into a monster. Great. Oh, she's changing again, I guess. Now she's this. The god of fear and hunger has taken a new shape. Oh, great. Multiple arms. I mean, just attack, I guess. I don't know. Oh. It's that move, you know, it's that move from E Honda. Something's happening to the god. She's been in grueling pain. And now she looks like this. Okay? I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's weird. Actually, it looks really weird. Like, what is this supposed to look like? I don't know. I guess it's just a strange thing. Is that the face, I guess? That's kind of like a halo, in a way. Like stubby little wing things. We're gonna hit it. And we're gonna hit it some more. I'm gonna try talking one more time. It's probably not gonna work. Please don't? No, you can't. Self-mutilation? Oh, interesting. It's kinda sad, actually. Uh-oh. What do you mean? I die here. Okay, good. I imagine if you fail that, you instant die. Makes me want to guard instead in that case, just in case. What else can I do? I was thinking... You know what? Chains of Torment. Take that! Missed. Of course! Okay. Great. Oh, Purifying Black Flames? Whoa. There you go, we won. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I imagine you let her keep going, though. I feel like, yeah, it's just a DPS race. I imagine she has much more powerful moves if you let the battle go on for too long. She's like a weird statue thing. It's like she's T-posing. You know, it's kind of like Almir. The god of fear and hunger acknowledges your suffering. Oh, welcome to level 10, the bottom. Ah, my legs! My arms! Why do you resist? A thought must have crossed your mind at some point. The thought that you delved too deep. Hello, what's up? The thought that this would be a one-way trip. Help. So instead of fighting the inevitable, why not embrace it? Just lay down and rest. There's beauty in this darkness that can be harnessed and used to usher something new. You never escape the dungeons. Your efforts will go unsung, but your part in the greater scheme of things was vital nevertheless. You had a vital part in the birth of a new god. One that's not a mere new god, but one that rivals the older ones. You had a first-hand experience of witnessing the coming paradigm shift the world is to go through in a new era. An era of the newborn god, the god of fear and hunger. You'll come to know this day as the Cruel Age. An age where a human-born god would finally rise after a millennia of mankind's struggle as the feeble new gods. Maybe your fate was an act out of mercy? The last traces of compassion the newborn god shed after her true ascension, your demise was peaceful after all. Alright, that's our only compensation. That we die, but like not as brutally. Ending A, the god of fear and hunger, and that's kind of like the canonical end, I think. In a way, I mean, I guess there's like several theories. I mean, the lore is kind of kept a little bit cryptic and ambiguous on purpose, I feel like. You know? But there you go. That's technically the quote-unquote best ending. You know, at least I see it that way. It's kind of like it's the ending where, you know, you delve furthest into the dungeons and you do like the hardest thing, at least, you know, in a typical playthrough, is to bring the girl all the way to the bottom. Though I kind of like circumvented that by just keeping her in the cage the entire time, man. But anyway. But yeah, it's kind of like an alternative besides just simply sitting on the throne, which is, again, kind of implied that if you do sit on the throne and, you ascend or whatever, that's not enough. You need to actually make the girl ascend. And there's a whole lore thing. I don't know if I can explain it, and just summarize it necessarily. But like basically she is born out of Nilvin. You know, Nilvin, the Endless One. I think it's implied to be Lagarde as a father. They don't get a lot of interactions with each other for some reason. So I don't know there's much explored there necessarily, but it's just implied that he is the father. So the combinations of their souls of like a new god and like the prophesized one, you know, equals the girl, and she's just a little girl, I guess. But then if you bring her to the Dark Altars, she gets to transform, or her soul resonates, I guess. You know, this is very vague, but like she resonates with the, you know, darkest origins of like the old gods, especially the god of depths, which is the thing that we killed. And she transforms because of that, you know, kind of like involuntarily or involuntarily. And then she becomes the, you know, the titular god of fear and hunger. Is the idea, and that kind of leads into the sequel, I think. Yeah, technically the best ending because it's the most canon ending in a way. Not necessarily the happiest. I feel like that's the thematic of the game. However, is like nothing is happy. Everything is horrible and suffering all the time. You know, even like a little glimpse of hope, you know, is just turned into like this, where like you just die. Oh well. Well, there you go. I think that's the game. At least that's, you know, that's most of the game, really. I try to showcase as much as I can. There's still stuff that I didn't really show. There's plenty of... This game has a lot of depth, you know. You can definitely, like... There's some party members that I didn't actually recruit. There's more to explore in terms of, like, having different party members. There's a lot of, like, lore books that you can explore as well. That is, like, kind of randomized, really. And, yeah. I mean, what else? But, you know, that's basically, yeah. That's basically my, I guess, playthrough of the game, where I kind of, like, get all the endings, at least the standard endings anyway. You know, and just kind of show off as much as I could. It's a pretty good game. I like it. Even, you know, it's infamous for being kind of hard and everything. A lot of trial and error. I don't know. It's fun. Has a very classic game design to it, I guess. But here you go. So after you beat the game and get one of the endings, you actually unlock Dungeon Knights mode. You know, enter schoolboy, schoolgirl, school kid upon selecting character. So that's kind of like the special mode, kind of like an Easter egg. It's kind of actually pretty funny. It's supposed to be funny, I guess. I never actually tried it yet, but supposedly it's kind of like a dating sim. You know, it's like, you know, if you're sick of all this like despair and suffering, you can play the dating sim mode instead. You know, you go to high school, it's like Persona. I don't know. It's like all that long. I think it's like pretty short, but maybe I'll try it out next time. But for now, you know, this is kind of like my playthrough at the moment. I might try out some other things. Obviously, there's hard mode as well. I tried that out a little bit off screen as well, so I might try that out too. You know, there's actually some special endings you can get from hard mode. You know, basically just to explain it real quick. If you play on hard mode, it's basically solo. It's solo plus a lot of like the difficulty, I guess, how do you say it? But like all the difficulty of like terror and starvation, which is the other hard mode. And also you can't save. You only have one party member. Usually you can't recruit most of the normal party members anyway. And there's no saving, so you gotta do it from the very beginning. So it's like really hard. And there's some special requirements you can do for each character to unlock their special ending. Each character has their own variations. You know, like 2 of them are pretty easy, but the other 2 are kind of hard. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I might try them out actually. I guess we'll see if we can get them. Who knows? But probably next time I stream this, maybe I'll probably try out the funny like dating sim mode first. I'm not sure. But anyway, for now though, I guess let me just give my final thoughts of the game for now. So yeah, I mean, again, interesting game. I think it really has cool lore, has a really cool like art design to it as well. It's very thematic. You know, I think the strongest point of this game, I guess, the strongest like, I don't know what you call it, but you know, the biggest advantage this game has is that everything is very thematic. You know, like in the gameplay, in the tone of the game, the art style, it's very unique. You know, and it kind of like it's very hardcore in a way that a lot of modern games aren't. I guess, you know, and sometimes it's a little bit unfair. I gotta say, I don't know. It just sometimes certain things just feel a little bit annoying. I feel like, but at the same time, though, like on the other hand, it's what makes the game unique. So it's kind of hard to say whether I hate it or not. I'm not sure. But this game, like for example, has a lot of instant kills. You go, you're several hours into run, you freaking just die randomly, or like there's just certain things that you don't know, right, until it happens. But like the game also kind of encourages you to experiment, and it really is more like a survival horror game more than anything else, right? That's more of like the game design, less so like an RPG, though it does have RPG mechanics. It's much more like a classical survival horror game, in kind of like in a RPG Maker format, I do kind of wish it was more generous for the checkpoints, but I guess once you know what you're doing, it's not too bad, once you know how to like game the system, I guess. You do need to know how to cheese certain things. At that point, it's not too bad, but I feel like for a beginner anyway, it's like you're really lost. It's not easy to just simply have a checkpoint where you can try things out, right? Because part of the game is trial and error, but at the same time, it punishes you for doing that, so it's kind of hard to like want to do everything when your playthrough can end just like that, it's like at the snap of a finger. So I don't know, kind of like contradictory, but I don't know, at the same time it's cool, right? Because it does that. Yeah, it really reminds you of like classic games, right? Really old games, like obviously like a really old like dungeon crawlers where everything's just text, and you move like north, west, east, and south, that kind of thing. Like you just walk in like a space and the rocks fall on you and you die. It's like really like that kind of game. Also like arcade games, I guess, as well. Where, like the game, just wants to kill you. It just wants to kill you. That's it. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that necessarily, but overall, it is interesting and I like it. It might be Stockholm syndrome. I don't know. I feel like every person who like really likes this game, I think they have Stockholm syndrome. I don't know, because you have to go through a lot to like enjoy the actual game. I don't know. But anyway, I feel like I didn't showcase that though. In my playthrough, at least the recorded playthrough, I didn't really show much of that really. For recording's sake, because if I show every single death and I die every little thing, there's like so much. So and I would have to restart like from a checkpoint like multiple times. So, like it's kind of not worth it to show everything. So like I didn't do that. So it seemed like a breeze. I feel like I made it look easy. But you should try the game out yourself and see how easy it is all I gotta say. If you've never played it before anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Again, very contradictory game design, but it's pretty cool. I've heard that the developer, however, did improve the mechanics in the second game. I haven't tried out the second game yet, so who knows? Maybe eventually I'll try out the second game, see how they balance it a little bit better, so it's less tedious, Because that's the thing, right? It's the biggest thing is that it's a little tedious. Like the first few times it happens is pretty interesting, but like then you die over and over again. And go running all the way back to get back where you were is kind of like again, it reminds me of Dark Souls. That's the thing I always say about this game. It reminds me of Dark Souls because the original Dark Souls as well was kind of like that too, where you would die and then you would have to go back to the checkpoint. Dark Souls had a much more generous checkpoint, I feel like, but it's kind of like that too, where like in Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls, where you die and then you come back and you have to run all the way back. The later ones, Dark Souls 2, 3, and Elden Ring, I feel like the developer for those games made the checkpoints much more generous, because it's much more interesting, right? To experiment, even if you die, like it's still fun because you're seeing new content and you're learning new things. The only bad part is if you don't have like a very generous checkpoint system, so you make the player have to retrace old steps, right? So they don't feel like they're learning new things. They just have to do the thing again. It's like that feels like, I don't know, tedious, right? So that's the only thing I would say about this game that's kind of like annoying. Otherwise, though, it's cool. I mean, especially for like an RPG Maker game, I feel like there's a lot of effort that put in this game. Despite how it's a little bit rough, I gotta say, at some points, and a little bit buggy at some points too. Though I feel like some of the bugs, I feel like might be because of the mod. I'm not sure. Somehow the mod that's supposed to fix typos, I think it's because the thing that fixes typos includes some bug fixes too, which in turn might cause some other bugs. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I have no idea. I haven't actually looked at what the mod actually does exactly. Looking at the code, I'm not sure. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's my time with Fear and Hunger, at least for now. Again, I'll try out the little extra things. Maybe put them in a little video. Who knows? I might do hard mode. I might do the little silly dating sim mode. But like normal game anyway. I think that was it for Fear and Hunger. It's definitely a special game. I think it's kind of, I feel like it got pretty popular because, it fits that little niche that a lot of other games don't. Yeah. You know, it gets really dark though. I mean, yeah, one more thing I gotta say though is like definitely the dark themes and the sexual violence as well. This is what I feel like puts off a few people. I don't know. Again, it's kind of like I'm not sure how I feel about it, but like on one hand, it's like it's a little bit too much. I feel like so it's what kind of like I feel like makes it less accessible. You know, for example, on Steam, this game is rated as adults only. It's not really a porn game or anything, but it just has like these little small things that happen in the game that I guess is a little bit too much. You know, so that's why it has the adults only tag. That's why I feel like it's not, you know, readily accessible. You can't just buy it on Steam. Like you gotta like enable it in your account and everything, and you gotta enable like I don't know, like adults only games or whatever. But you know, at the same time, I do kind of respect it because the developer is kind of like sticking to their guns, right, and like trying to like make what they think the game is or should be without worrying too much about censorship. You know, I don't know. You know, ironic is because I put the censor patch, but you know, I kind of want to put, you know, for me, I want to put the censor patch so that I don't get banned. But I don't know, whatever. Anyway, all right, okay, enough rambling. That's it for Fear and Hunger. I guess let me just say, if you're watching the video and you want to see more content, then don't forget to click on that subscribe button to see more. You can also check out my little playthroughs on the channel. I might do more Fear and Hunger stuff. So I guess if you're interested, look out for that. And I guess if you didn't know, I also stream these games live. So if you want to get notified when I go live, you can always change the notifications from personalized to all when you subscribe. It's a little bell thing, you know, when you click subscribe. I guess you change it to all if you get notified. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.